Hey, you guys funny yet?
It's Drinks with Larry. It's Drinks with Larry. It's Drinks with Larry. It's Drinks with Larry. Not Drinks with Barry or Drinks with Gary. It's Drinks with Larry. It's Drinks with Larry. Results may vary, so please be wary. Drinks with Larry.
Yeah. Well, welcome to episode 61, Drinks with Larry. We are on the Civilized Creatures Entertainment Network now.
Where'd that come from?
What? Oh, we made that years ago.
Really?
Oh, this shirt rolls. All right, let me get the
I
show
thought it was
started.
Stranger Things.
All right, let's say hi to Aaron. We got Aaron,
What's up?
and we got Stephanie.
Oh, hello.
We got Burton,
Hello, everyone.
and we got Brian. Fucking asshole. For the people who aren't watching, Brian's literally just sitting there in costume, staring at all
He's
this
got a
stuff.
purge mask that lights up with LED stitches, and
He's just being a dick.
Where's the bow tie?
You can hear it blinking in the microphone.
Yes, awesome.
All I hear is this electronic.
that's
There it goes.
It's going to be even more aggressive now.
Stop it. And then we have our guest tonight, our longtime friend Nick Robson. How you doing, Nick?
Great.
From Live Large Fitness.
Live Large Fitness and now Ohio Pie.
Ohio Pie.
Ohio Pie.
Right.
All right, we'll have to get into that.
Yeah.
All right, let me get through some housekeeping here real quick.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, like I said, we're on the new network. We're on the Civilized Creatures Network.
I'm
Then we're all dressed up. Some of us are in Halloween costumes. Burton.
No, this is totally what I wear.
This is
Yeah.
my
I
costume
got my new
every year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
good to
It
go.
keeps developing. As
You
we
showed
go.
up in shorts, so I was like, all right, well, it's cold out. Nick's wearing shorts.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. That's
So-
kind of standard.
I know, yeah. I've never seen you in pants, I don't
No,
think.
no.
Actually, graduation in high school, I think I saw you in pants.
Yeah, that's about
But
the only time.
that was it.
Were
Yeah.
they tearaway pants?
Yeah.
Were they, or those ones that like
That was
unzipped at the
maybe
knee?
why I didn't get into the
into
bar
shorts?
at RIT. Not the fact that I was 15 years old.
We won't talk about that. All right, so we've got where am I at? I just lost my
We're
mind.
going through costumes.
Costumes, yeah. Stephanie's dressed as Wendy, I think her name is.
Come on, man.
Velma.
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 Velma. Sorry.
Wendy.
I think
don't
she
know.
got that haircut, so she was like,
Yeah.
now I have to be Velma.
Did you really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's dedication. That is dedication.
You like it?
Yeah, it looks good.
I got like 12 inches off.
Wow. The going for the I need to speak to a manager haircut. I like it.
Right?
Looks
well,
good.
I am the manager, so I feel like I just have to.
Talking to myself.
Talking to
You
me.
have to
Shut up,
match
Karen.
all the women who are complaining to
Absolutely.
you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now we got
Like,
Aaron, who's dressed as Nuratu,
No, I'm not Naruto. I'm from the Leaf Village.
the Leaf Village.
I'm
okay.
a Chunin.
He's an NPC. He's a non-playable
That's,
character.
that's actually true. But
Yeah.
yeah.
He's a background guy.
Yeah, they don't look like people in the video games.
No, not in Japanese video games. And then we've got Brian, who's dressed up as himself.
He's purging.
Seriously, that's
he
probably
was
how
the
he.
hit Saturday. Like everyone wanted their picture taken with him, and they're like, "Oh, I used that guy from that thing with the van." And Brian's like, "I just made up this costume," and it was awesome.
Yes, you're the guy I saw on Fox 8.
He was one of the best costumes there. And then there were a bunch of girls there, semi-attractive in semi-good outfits, right? Most of them are bought, but they're actually decent costumes. So during the contest, I'm thinking, oh, these girls are going to win instead of Brian, but he should have at least got third or second place.
What do you get?
He got nothing,
No.
but neither did the girls. They picked all
Couples.
I mean, I'm
couples
sure he was wearing
terrible
like
costumes.
far too much for a Halloween costume.
It was
contest.
no, it wasn't. It was pretty good.
You got to be
It
slutty.
was just like
Yeah,
it's like a
slutty,
bloody apron
whatever.
on good.
I don't know if the slutty purge character will be next year for Brian.
Real quick.
You can make any costume slutty.
Slutty.
I love it.
Can
I
we
think
give a
first
shout out?
place got,
There's
like,
There was a slutty Tin Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a
that's
good
great.
one.
Well, I mean, if you just had that with like assless chaps, that's just the slutty purge. Man.
That's my costume for trick or treating.
Larry, real quick.
Yes.
Can I give a shout out to one of our sponsors
Sure. Go ahead.
where I like to get seafood steak and chops at?
Go on.
It's called the Corkscrew Saloon.
Oh, wow.
Where?
Oh, he says this week's code is free dessert.
Free. Good. Free dessert at the Corkscrew. Just say free dessert.
Ryan said that, right? I'm talking Ryan.
Yeah.
He's
All right.
Like I would love one of those free desserts.
free
and it just
desserts,
shows
yeah.
up in-
The waitress would be like, "I bet you would."
I would.
Yeah, it's still butthole flaps.
Jeez.
Go to the Corkscrew, tell your waitress, butthole flaps, and they'll bring you something
Or
special.
waiter.
Hey, Kelvin's in the building too.
Oh, no. Hey, Calvin. this isn't gonna. Are we doing Facebook Live too?
I'm live in it right
Oh,
now.
jeez.
I just, they need to see our costumes.
Larry's
Why
like, I can't edit.
I can't
don't
edit
like
all
this.
this.
I don't
can't
like
edit
this.
any of
No,
this shit.
no.
Yeah,
I got
I'm
video
not gonna
rolling.
keep it on that long.
I
I
got
gotta eat
video.
my food.
I can't. Whatever.
got chili.
He's got to eat.
Jesus.
All right. So
It's cold ass basement.
you know what you're gonna need after that chili?
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know exactly what I'm gonna do.
You know what you're gonna need?
Yeah, because
Fucking bidet.
A bio
Bio
bidet.
bidet.
Bio bidet.
Yeah.
I can clean in comfort.
Since it's Halloween time, you got to get rid of those spooky ghoulies hanging out of your butthole.
No.
And-
Hold on, I'm sorry, Larry, but I want to let the listeners know that the Bio Bidet is having a Halloween blowout sale.
Yes, they are. They're having a blowout.
Yep.
And it's called a boudet for the next 3 days.
Yep.
So go on to drinkswithlarry.com/sponsors, and you can get your own personal boudet
To clean up all your blowouts.
to clean up your spooky blowouts this Halloween.
That's right.
Yeah.
Be environmentally conscious.
Yes.
Wow.
After
I had all
Jason
kinds of
chases
spooky
you,
blowouts today.
after Michael Myers is done chasing you and you pooped your pants.
Yes.
Oh,
Turn
that's
the
good.
brown stains green.
Exactly.
with Bio bidet.
Greg said it's still not hooked up.
No, it's still not hooked up.
Still pulling back curtains.
Yeah, I'm not a very good man.
Yeah.
So I can't plumb things.
Do you want me to hook it up?
No,
Oh.
stop.
If you
Anyways,
hooked it up
yeah.
and you couldn't
Yeah.
show
You
it.
got the bidet hookup?
Well, yeah, I can
I
show the
do.
box.
No,
I've never
no,
shown
it's-
what's in the
it's-
box.
Yeah, it's, you just,
What's in the box?
it has
in
to
here.
be there for,
What's
you know.
It's in here. It's in here. It's a bidet.
This is great.
It's got male and female parts. Because it's 2018.
It's a bio trans bidet.
Nice. That's Earl from SKO Radio, where you can hear us every day at 12 to noon.
Let's go radio.
12 to noon.
Got it?
Yep, 12 to noon, coach.
Hey, we'll give you the 12 to noon
Yes.
slot.
Yeah, I had a.
Sucker.
For sure, buddy.
I have to say I know that I don't drink anymore, but I'm on oxycodone right now because I had a foot injury over the weekend because I don't do what you do. I don't work out.
That
So
just leads to like way more injuries usually, though. I mean, it's great, and you get away with whatever you want until you're like 25, and every year thereafter, you're spending like much
That's
more
true.
time fixing yourself than you are actually
the gym.
building anything. Yeah.
But my problem is when I went to the hospital, they're like, "What'd you do?" And I'm like, "I didn't nothing. I
was just living my
I just
life and
woke up
something
and
broke."
yeah." They're like,
Yeah.
"Do you work in a manufacturing environment?" I'm like, "No." They're
No,
like, "What did
no.
you do?" I'm like, I'm just a fucking loser. I
Yeah.
don't. my foot
Jesus.
broke. I don't know.
Yeah. What happened?
Diabetes.
They don't know yet.
Okay. Like,
Maybe
how did
gout.
it happen? You were.
I got the gout test. I've
You
had
got the
gout
gout
before.
test.
Yeah.
Oh, so you
I've
know
had-
the gout feel.
I've got
It's
the
different
gout.
than
yeah.
the gout feel.
It's not the gout feel. The
Alright.
gout feel I can walk off. This is not a gout feel. It still hurts now, but I'm sitting down now.
Plantar fasciitis?
I checked into plantar fasciitis. It
That's
is
like
not.
midfoot. That'll feel like your foot's kind of tearing apart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the problem I'm having, it's actually above that. It's by the joint. And I know this is really riveting. The problem I'm having though on Facebook now is since I've been looking up a lot of foot injuries.
You just get ads for like foot everything.
Not only that, now I'm getting all these erectile dysfunction ads.
Well, that's like the new
What?
thing.
'Cause they
now that
figure
there's
it's the
a million
new-
companies where you can discreetly get Viagra.
Sure, so
all
they're
the
probably
time.
like, well, if his feet are fucked up,
So is his dick.
His feet randomly quit working. His dick definitely doesn't
this
work.
guy, this guy probably weighs 400 pounds.
Oh, that. Oh,
Yeah, but so that's what's going on. So if I can't talk right for a minute, that's why.
rap for a minute.
You should
And
have
then-
picked drinking backup with the oxycodone.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Been
Thought
a
about
great
that, but
idea.
no.
Yeah.
I've
no.
heard it's a good combination.
I've heard that, but kids don't do that. If you're a kid, don't listen to this.
I was gonna say.
Please don't.
Oh,
If you're an adult, don't listen to this. Jesus. All right, and then I want to thank our Patreons. We've got a whole list of them, and I know Stephanie drew the lucky name
yeah.
from the
the
bucket.
honky bucket.
the bucket, but I think Aaron came up with a joke.
Yeah, but I
Did-
was gonna give it to.
Well, then Stephanie can use the joke, but we have a pretty good
Aaron
joke.
can
It's
say
for
it.
Chad and Jen Fackler,
Yeah.
who I was talking to today, actually.
Yeah.
And,
Were they
uh,
really excited?
Hi, Chad and Jen.
Yeah, they're very excited because I still haven't sent them their gift. It's only been 2 weeks.
A month.
But I'm convincing them to start their own podcast because I think that would be wonderful.
I think
but-
that's a good idea.
They're going to send us stickers, so reach out to Chad and Jen, super listeners on
I like
Twitter, and they'll hook you up with some
Super.
stickers.
Super sticker.
So we have a thing. If you pay us $5 a month or any amount of money, we'll tell a joke about you. We'll pull your name out of our honky bucket,
All right.
and which is another name for Cracker Barrel. And so dumb.
I'm a big Cracker Barrel supporter. So
Yeah.
I
Well, now
appreciate
you can be a
that.
honky bucket
There
supporter.
we go.
Do you buy stuff from the gift shop there?
Definitely candy every single time.
Nice.
They have good candy. Just
Did
candy
you-
selection.
I like getting the checkered board that's made of cloth and the giant checkers. Every time.
Brian and I like to have death matches over the golf tee triangle game.
When someone just gets stabbed with
Doesn't
a golf
make
tee
any
in the neck.
fucking sense.
I'm still working on the horseshoes with the ring in the middle. I'm like, one of these days.
the fuck is wrong? Anyway,
I
so
got a gyro spin from
from Cracker Barrel or Honky Bucket, I'm sorry,
yeah. You like pull a string and it's
just
pretty cool.
just yells racist things at you.
No, that's when you rock on the rocking chairs out front.
What in the hell are you doing in here?
It asks if you want extra sauce.
I pull on it. It's like, welcome to Cracker Barrel, sir. Aaron pulls on. Go back the way you
You don't
came, boy."
belong here.
I mean, that's
Average
more
farm
like a General
remembers.
Medina.
You ain't from around here, are you, boy?
They're like, oh, we're at our quota. We got 12. Sorry.
Do you know this black guy
That'll do.
Medina?
And
Sure, I
10
know.
of them are in the kitchen.
All right. So, what's your joke for Chad and Jen, Velma?
Aaron's gonna say it.
Okay, fine.
All right.
All right.
Shedding.
Is Jen? They got kids?
I don't know.
Does Jen have kids?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, if she did, she'd be a mother faggler.
That's what you get for $5. Thank you for your support.
Money well spent.
Money well spent.
For $10 a month, we'll stop telling jokes.
For 25, we'll just stop the show. So. All right. So, who wants to pull the next name? Who's next?
I think it's back to the beginning. Who pulled the first one?
That is me.
So, Burton's next.
All right, yeah.
You're tall enough.
It's the easiest for Burton to reach anyway.
I know,
so
yeah.
It makes the most
Seriously.
sense.
You're the tallest.
Burton should just be the name
Just-
drawer because
Yeah.
he's the one who can actually reach.
Oh, I got
Oh, you
two.
pulled two. Pick
I'll
one.
take this one.
Oh,
I got.
Playing favorites.
I can't pronounce his name. Say that for me.
Oh, why don't you pick the
muffled
one you could
Brian.
pronounce?
Sean Tonjes.
oh, Sean Tonhays.
I know Sean.
Sean
I
about
just
to get
can't pronounce his
roasted.
name.
Sean
Because
Tonhays.
he's this fucking tall.
Yeah, Sean Tonhays.
Sean.
He loves when
Sean
we call his name
Tonjes.
wrong.
Well, next week we're coming for Sean.
Next
Sean
week we got
Tonjes.
Coming to get you, Sean.
All right, so we brought Nick on.
The J is
Haven't
silent.
seen you in a while.
It's literally been years.
I haven't
It's
seen
been
you
a
in
while.
It's been years.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Back in the old Romeo's days.
Right,
man.
making
Way
pizza.
back.
The last time I saw you, I was on an escalator at an Indians game and saw this huge dude like 2 stories below me. I'm like, oh, who's that? Holy shit, that's Nick. That was it. I just remember yelling, Robson.
Yeah, so just being the fat high school dumbass when you knew me before.
That's fine.
I just transformed that a little bit.
You're the
you know.
muscular dumbass
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, you seem to be doing well.
I keep the dumbass part always. So
Yeah.
that's
Well-
very important. So I got to stay on brand.
Well, so you're doing Live Large Fitness now.
Yeah, I just
How did that start?
I just wanted to move to Hawaii super bad.
Okay.
It was just consuming me. So I was like, all right, well, I can sell a couple T-shirts online, and it's income that will move with me. And then that backfired really bad when I realized the way to make money doing that was setting up at events. And Ohio's the best place in the world to do that.
Not to just
Now I'm
sell
like
them online.
super stuck in Ohio.
Nice. Yeah. You are
But
all
yeah,
over Ohio.
it just kept growing and growing and growing, and it's been like 5 years now.
Awesome.
Of selling T-shirts, which go figure you can make a living doing.
That's
that.
great,
Yes,
though.
you
Really
can.
can.
Yeah, so it's better than having like a real job or boss.
Fuck yeah.
'Cause I tried that.
Yeah, that doesn't
And,
work.
no, that was a real bad idea.
Exactly.
I quit after 9 months to just go
Good for
tour
you.
with friends and,
Well, yeah, just hang out.
and just end up super poor to where I had to sell T-shirts to make money. So,
Hey. Well, I remember when Live Large first started, and it was just like you, and it was like a table, and it was like barely anything.
yeah, it was very sad. It was just like 3 terrible designs on a table. Like everything that we did initially, like they wouldn't even come close to making the cut now. That's
Yeah.
just
And now you guys are. I mean, I see the pictures. You guys are at like the Arnold Classic and shit like that.
Yeah,
you've
that's
got
at Arnold every
massive
year.
booths, and
Yeah.
yeah. Have you met Arnold?
It's actually super shitty when Arnold walks by your booth at the expo because it just log jams everything.
I'm sure,
It's like,
yeah.
I don't care. Like, fuck off. I'm here to just make money. And
We get it.
like last year, he walked by and it just stuck everyone in front of the table for like 2 hours straight. So it's like,
Jesus.
all right, every hour is like a rent payment to me.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it's super important. So just fuck off, Arnold. I stay away from my booth. Booth 519, Arnold, stay away.
We get it.
Yeah, I get it. That's cool.
The building
man.
is yours. Get it. Just go the
You
fuck
got
away.
a fucking statue in front of the building. If
Yeah.
I want to see that, that's great. you know?
Yeah. So he just walks through like all the vendors. and
Yeah,
all
he
that?
like walks around and you can tell exactly where he is because like all of the energy in the expo is
Oh,
just,
you can hear the noise
is
coming.
just shifting
Yeah.
to wherever he is. He's just surrounded by like 100 of the
gotta
biggest
love
security
that,
guards
though.
ever. Oh, I mean, yeah, it's he still like it's like his favorite thing in the world.
Oh,
man.
I'm
That's
sure.
what he just
Well, yeah,
Does
if
he
there was a
wave to
fucking.
people?
that's
Be
like
like,
his
"I'll be back."
element. you
Well,
know?
yeah, dude. If there was a Larry classic, absolutely, I'd fucking love it too. Obviously. I just walk around all day.
That's I don't know. It's just
That's a good idea, actually.
We're
I was
getting ahead
gonna
of
say we
ourselves,
should do
yeah.
that.
just do it in literally on the square. I'm sure you,
Yeah.
I'm sure you can rent the square for a weekend, but
No,
you just
we'll-
hang in the gazebo in a recliner.
What are we
all
doing
day.
this weekend? It's the Larry Classic.
We'll do it the same weekend as like the ice sculpture festival or something.
I don't think you can book that weekend.
yeah, I'm sure
Well,
we
you're
could book
gonna
any
figure
weekend.
those are all high school people that you went to school with
Oh yeah, it's all the people I
up
know.
there,
We
so
could do
they'll
this.
just
This would be
they're gonna
great.
come to see you anyway.
Who is that?
Medina Square 2019, the first
Larry
annual
Classics.
Larry Classic.
Well, I did the first annual Larry golf outing many years ago.
All right.
Yeah, I booked I got drunk one day and decided that I was going to make my own golf outing, and I made the first annual Larry Courtney Invitational golf outing. And I actually
Should've
got like
invited me.
I
was
got
like good at golfing.
I'm pretty
back
sure I
in
did
high
invite
school.
you. I invited like 99 people. I got
Oh,
I think
yeah.
75 people showed up.
Yeah.
And
I
people
didn't get
I
invited.
was one of the 24 that just ignored you. Like,
probably. This is the joke, right? Yeah. No, but all joke. We actually had I think it was like 75 people showed up, and they thought it was legit. And it was here in Medina, and it was the most ridiculous. Like the grand prize was a signed photo of me.
maybe you tie it together. Maybe that's like one of the events of the Larry Classic.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
I was giving away like half-drank bottles of vodka because I didn't have any
Yeah.
money at the time. So I
You're
was
just figuring out like, what do I have laying around my house? These
That's
are,
exactly-
these are
no.
the prizes.
You know those floating
this
bobbers?
This looks like it's good for third prize.
Well, you know those
Yeah.
floating bobber coolers?
Yeah.
I gave that away. That was like the longest drive or some shit like that. It was,
I won a.
Yeah, it was,
uh,
Burton got something.
I won a broken LeBron James bobblehead because that was like the year after he left the first time, and someone had smashed it, and I won that. So,
Yeah, that was a fun time. So there
I'll
could
sponsor the third hole this
see,
year.
so you could have
yeah,
your own.
man, yeah.
You could have the Nick Classic. You could do it. Just dream big, man.
No,
Live or
no,
live large.
The
Yeah.
Living Large classic. I love it.
I'd much rather just turn live large into me just going on a permanent vacation.
Yeah. So my question is, so you're selling the T-shirts and everything.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's-
we should show him.
Yeah, that's we've got them here.
Yeah.
Nick was
Is there
kind
one
enough
on
to
display?
bring us
And
some
the
shirts.
jackets.
Everybody.
Jackets are dope.
got jackets, got tees, got tanks.
Yeah, you brought us
I
a
got
whole
this-
bunch of
Everything.
legit
Pretty much just like
stuff.
a whole
Compression
wardrobe now.
shirts?
This awesome
I don't do
camouflage hoodie
compression
I'm
stuff.
You bring
wearing.
jackets too?
Yeah, there's a few jackets in another bag somewhere.
Those
for
are all
us?
mine,
Coming
except the
soon,
one
maybe?
that
If you
doesn't
want it,
fit.
yeah, there's XLs.
There's XL.
Yeah, there's XL. It'll fit you perfect.
Dibs.
I promise.
Okay, sorry.
Nick, coming soon, maybe?
What, jackets?
Compression shirts.
No.
Why not?
I do girls' compression shorts. That's about it.
No, shirts.
Oh, shirts?
I
No,
thought that
no,
was
no.
going
That's
somewhere
those are like fancy materials, and I just leave that to Under Armour.
Yeah,
And
leave
so I
that.
don't try to get because it's when you're doing anything like that, it's more like cut and sew specific stuff. It gets kind of wild, and you're dealing with factories in China, and it takes 6 months of going back and forth with samples before you can even come close to getting something you
Decent.
might think
Wow.
about releasing. And that's if you know the factories to go to. I mean, there's probably hundreds of different factories in China and the Middle East. You just have to search through on Alibaba and hope to find the best one.
legit one.
And yeah,
Damn,
so
I didn't
you'll,
know it was that deep. That's
I say if you really want to do it, the best way you actually go to China for a couple weeks and tour a few factories
Mm-hmm.
and actually kind of get on the ground there and figure it out. But I have no care or
I understand.
desire to do that ever. So
From what I hear,
China
China smells pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean it's
Like in
Really?
a manufacturing way, yeah, it smells. My brother goes there quite a bit, and he said it just smells like
Chad?
smells. The one who set up our lovely
Yeah.
studio, but he said it smells like just manufacturing. It just
Yeah,
smells not
apparently,
good.
like there's so much
he learned how to
pollution and
manufacture
smog,
this
like-
in China. Actually,
Well, he did our lighting, so
All right.
he does. He travels all over and does video. But anyways, the interview's about you. So you don't do girls' clothes for Aaron, but you do.
I have a compression shirt.
They do girls' clothes.
I do lots of girls' clothes. Yeah. Just none that'll fit.
Those things
Aaron,
aren't
but-
cheap.
No, they're not.
They're not cheap.
Yeah, that's what. But the margins are hilarious on it because people get it from China for $6 and
I
then
know.
market to 80.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
spent what 60 for my Venom shirt. Like
Yeah.
just a Venom Under Armour compression
Compression shirt.
Yeah.
shirt. Yeah.
And it's something that they probably, Under
Oh, yeah.
Armour's paying
They probably paid $3 for it. Yeah, I know.
that.
Yeah, the labor. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're selling the shirts, and then I mean, like, what's the behind the story? Like, what makes it live large? Why do people want to go buy to you?
I mean,
buy
the whole
from you?
thing for me has always been the lifestyle side of everything. It's a lot of people
You?
obviously take it in
No.
like a very like physical way where they're
Sure.
like, it's it's like the best joke of all time that I haven't heard 8,000 times. Someone come up, oh, do you have a live medium one for me? I don't know if I'm big enough to wear this. It's like, Man, you got me.
Is Aaron
Great.
writing those
No,
jokes?
cool.
No, okay.
I'm glad I never thought of that because I definitely would have used it.
No, it's literally it's like every third person that walks up to the table at the Arnold.
I didn't think about that at all.
It's terrible.
Those are bodybuilder jokes. Those are
Yeah,
not
bodybuilders not great comedians. Who would go
he's
figure?
he's never heard
they
this
have, they
before.
have phenomenal senses of humor. They aren't sensitive about anything at all.
I can only imagine like the way that they would say it too.
No,
Do you have it
yeah,
and
yeah.
live media?
yes.
Oh, hold on,
That's-
guys. Hold on. Oh,
That's pretty much.
You guys get it?
That
Oh man,
delivery.
I just told a joke.
Oh, it's
I gotta
Let me
pop
get
a
my
pill.
pen out.
I gotta
Write this
pop a
one down. How'd that go again?
it's so awful.
I'm just kidding. I love bodybuilders. Don't beat me up.
Yeah,
No,
most of them are super whatever.
yeah, they're fun though. They have a lot of money, so that's good.
Some of them do, but
Yeah.
then the rest are just like super poor because they spend all their money on steroids
And creatine.
and food, and they have no money left to like support their families or anything.
So do you get to hang out with a lot of these guys, though, right?
Yeah, so I'm
You're
mostly
like,
in
"Those
like
are
the
my friends."
powerlifting world. He's like, these are all my best friends in the world. No,
I was trying to help you. I saw you going down a bad. I'm like,
No, we
that's conversation off the air.
yeah, no, it's fine.
They won't listen. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's mostly like powerlifters. As I sponsor almost exclusively powerlifters.
That's awesome.
And that's the world I stay more in because it's powerlifting is way more fun because you just get to be strong, and you don't have to be lean, so you get to kind of eat whatever
just
you
be
want.
a
Which
motherfucker, big motherfucker.
is,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, now like the top level, it's really competitive to where guys are like maxing out weight classes and have to be super lean to really maximize each weight class. But for the most part, people prefer that now, and that's like the fastest growing kind of segment of the
Sure.
whole fitness industry.
Is powerlifting?
Yeah, because everyone, I mean, being strong and getting to kind of eat whatever you want is way more fun than dieting for 6 months to
Tell me
step on
about it.
stage in a little bikini bottom.
Yeah, I know.
And put on an awful tan.
Larry's like, it's
Yeah.
rough life.
So-
The life.
It's tough.
I gave it up.
It's tough. Cutting all that sugar out to get in that bikini.
Oh, dude, it's awful.
It's bikini season.
Yeah.
Do you watch what you weigh? Not watch what you weigh, but do you count calories? Like, do you try to max out?
I mean, I kind of do like an 80-20 kind of thing where like 80% of the time I'm actually good about it and eat what I want. It used to just be a total free for all until I turned 30.
Yeah.
And once you turn 30, everything just gets real bad real fast. Your metabolism just like fuck out of here. So now I kind of got to go like 80-20 where it's mostly I behave and eat beef and rice and
Sure.
stuff, and then 20%.
That's how you thought I had to
actual
count.
garbage. Yeah,
'Cause you gotta
well,
watch
I just
that
figured
shit.
you're having too much corkscrew.
Yeah.
Too many
Too many
steaks
steaks and
chops.
chops. Yeah, they call gout the rich man's diet.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Too
what
much liver pate.
I'm working on getting gout still.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still trying to get
One
to
of
that
these
level.
years I'll be able to afford gout.
Every time I hear someone say that, I'm like, you prick. How much money you make? So you're doing powerlifting though?
No, I don't compete in anything.
I mean, but do you do it though? You don't do it. You do.
I did literally. I'm just like a
You just watch.
meathead for fun. I
That's
just
awesome. So you just hang out.
I
and-
train however I want and kind of eat
Just have a
for
good
the most
time.
part however I want, and then just support the sport as much as I can. I support all my athletes. I support a bunch of events.
That's fun.
And do as much as I can to help it grow. Because
shit.
it's powerlifting's hilarious and there's like zero money in the sport.
Yeah.
Like it used to be like a crazy thing to where, I mean, it even still is, where if a powerlifting company is like, oh, we're going to give away $100 gift card, people freak out.
Really?
And it's like a huge deal because someone's giving away $100
Yeah.
gift card, which is
It's like
literally
comedy.
nuts. It's like, cool, you
Yeah.
got 4 T-shirts. Congratulations. So that's why that Hawaii contest.
Yeah,
I'm
I wanna
doing
talk about that.
Is that's why that's the main reason I decided to do that.
That's
So I was
funny
like,
that you talk about that because comedy is the same way. Where
Oh,
they have
yeah,
comedy
yeah.
contests where
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, you can win $50. And I'm like,
We'll pay
I
you in
can-
exposure.
I could work I could work half a day, or I could go up and embarrass myself.
I could go do an odd job and make that easily. I'll go deliver pizzas for 3.5 hours and make twice as much as that.
and not embarrass myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's always been fun. I like doing that because people are like, "Oh, what do you do on the side?" I'm like, well, I have an actual job because I have to pay the bills until
Yeah.
something kicks
Yeah.
in like Live Large.
Because literally,
episode.
like,
I
less
like
than
living.
1% of
Yeah.
comedians actually make
ever.
money off
ever
of comedy.
They very rare. Yeah, it's a long road.
It's the same with powerlifters. There's about 3 on earth that make their living from powerlifting, and then
I'm sure.
I mean, not from actually competing. No one really makes their living from it.
yeah, it's
They make their money
endorsements and
from
sponsors.
coaching and sponsors and things
Yeah,
like that.
that's-
But even then, as far as sponsorships go, there's very few that actually pay the athletes money. Most of these, it's like, oh, we'll give you a couple T-shirts and
Sure.
or some supplements or whatever the hell it may be.
Tell us how
know.
great you like us.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you. Yeah.
Post about it online.
You know who does
7
take care of
times
you?
a week.
You know who does take care of you? Bio Bidet.
That'd probably be great for all the
Power lifters would love this.
powerlifters, bodybuilders. A lot of these powerlifters that are too big and wiping is a difficult.
You know what?
Get a Bio Bidet.
I'm going to reach out to Bio Bidet and let them know they should start
You
segmenting
need them to start
powerlifters.
marketing. Have them send me some. I'll introduce it to the powerlifting
That's
world.
a great idea. The people
And,
who can, you should get Live Large Bio Bidets.
Yeah,
Just
what about,
branded.
for when they're doing their power squats.
I can print the
and then-
stickers.
What about those
It'll be great.
protein farts, man? Like you take all that protein.
That's
and-
literally that's just the Arnold Expo. That's just all the air in that Expo.
Oh,
Oh, it just probably smells like grease.
Well, it's terrible because everyone's walking around this expo all day and you're just chugging samples of pre-workout.
Oh my God,
and
I didn't even think
taking
about
bites
that.
of protein bars, which are just like sugar
didn't even think
alcohols
about
and
that.
protein all day long, and then there's a ton of caffeine too. So everyone's got like nervous caffeine guts with just sugar alcohols on
never
top
even
of it.
thought
So it's
about
just
that.
an actual nightmare.
And it's all
inside the
trapped
expo.
in leotards and
Yeah.
I just imagine everyone walks around like
Compression
like
shorts.
American Gladiators. That's all I'm picturing.
It's the 100% best people watching
I
event
guarantee.
on Earth.
Oh my god.
so like Comic-Con and stuff, how people like do like cosplay and like dress up. Do they do that there? Where they dress up?
They're
and,
not
like,
They-
dressing up.
they do,
That's their life.
But it's,
Oh, is it really?
They do, but it's
Aw.
not like
a joke.
It's not
it's
not a
definitely
character.
joke.
Okay.
Like, it's like you think there's a lot of costumes walking around there, but it's just an everyday life for these people.
Oh my god, I gotta go.
no,
I need
no.
to go to one of these.
No, it doesn't
It's
matter.
not a character.
You can have no interest in anything there, and
Yeah.
it's the best $20 you'll ever spend.
I'm sure.
going to people
Done.
watching. My dad and my grandpa come down every single year just to hang out behind my booth and just people watch.
I bet.
because it's wildly entertaining.
Convention people or any convention is
Oh,
just
any
like,
any convention is just like the biggest freak show
because
ever.
it draws the fringes
Yeah.
of that
So you're
particular
getting all
sport.
like the
Yeah.
extremes,
Yeah.
and all the extremes are always insane, no matter what the interest is.
You get like the guy that likes powerlifting but can't do it, so he just kind of shows up and he's like, "Hey,
Yeah, yeah. Well, so my dad was like very confused. Like the first year he came, he's like,
why are all these
"Why?"
'90s wrestlers
He's like,
walking
"Why are there guys that look like me walking around in like the tiniest tank tops, just like puffing their chests out like 3 feet in front of
'Cause
them?"
they're
He's like,
ripped,
"I don't
Dad."
understand." He's like, "They
about
literally
that
look the
life.
same as me." He's like, "I'm 60 years old. What the hell?"
I would be the exact opposite. I'd put on like 50 t-shirts and pretend.
No, that's
oh,
always
no,
like-
this is just one shirt.
That's what I always like hated it. Like back in the day, it's like, all right, you go, when I'd go as a spectator, you'd go, it's like, all right, I'm wearing like a hoodie and a jacket. It's like, because, all right, at your local gym, you might be top dog. And then you go there and you look like a fucking child.
like a
Because it's like every
bitch.
pro bodybuilder, like all these like massive freaks everywhere. And you're like, I like can work out at the Medina
Yeah, it's
Rec
like meeting
Center.
an NFL player for the first time. You're like, holy shit!
Yeah,
And there's
yeah.
1,000 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all look like
No, it's like being a high school football player walking into an NFL locker room.
Yeah, like you're the
and
shit,
trying to
right?
like fit in, puffing your chest out. But there's still a bunch of delusional freaks that do that every year, like thinking they're going to like impress someone.
They do martial arts on Sunday, right?
They do. It's like everything that whole weekend. It's just because there's events in the whole convention center. There's events at the fairgrounds as well. It's like it kind of takes over Columbus for the entire weekend. So there's martial arts. There's I think like archery. There's powerlifting. There's gymnastics stuff. There's wrestling. There's the bodybuilding. Obviously, it's.
I just
trying-
imagine
yeah.
Arnold doing each one of those.
I'm trying to
That's
get
why
my,
it's in the Arnold
that's what he
Classic.
mostly travels around to like all the different events.
Yeah.
And
No, I
Like,
just
makes
seem like
an
we'll kind of like
rhythm
make an
dancing.
appearance at like the little events and stuff that are
Yeah.
happening.
yeah, I'm
around
trying
there.
to get my school to go down there next year, but
They should, man.
know.
Just so you can go and people watch everybody.
nah, I want to compete.
It'd be worth it for you.
I want to
You wanna
compete.
That'll normally happen in like the auxiliary rooms at the convention center. It's like the main expo hall. There's like very few events that actually happen in there now because the expo just keeps growing every single year. Like last year, was like 200,000 people in 3 days.
Wow.
I mean, it's actually insane. But they actually opened it up to like 3 different halls now. So they have 3 halls of the Columbus Convention Center. I think it's like the whole thing now.
That smell.
Yeah, I keep nudging my grandmaster.
Larry.
I keep nudging him like, come on, let's go down to Columbus.
Yeah, every
Come
time
on,
I
let's do it.
Oof,
I do
the smell.
taekwondo. So
I'm saying, you might as well.
Yeah, why
well,
not?
I mean, it's
close.
I
It's 2
can't
hours
do
up
it
the
by
road.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
go
go
by
down there.
myself though.
Why?
Like,
I'll go
I
with
gotta
you.
Start your own school, man. Make a team.
That's-
Show up.
Remember
know
Mike
what?
and Lynn?
Yeah.
Mike goes down there every year.
I want to
Yeah.
go.
Let's do
You
it.
guys
go.
should definitely go this
I'll
year.
wear a
yeah.
leotard. I'll get the drinks of Larry Leotard made.
I will.
Yes.
I will stand right in front of somebody's booth for 2 hours to see Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah, just go stand still on the expo.
Yeah.
If you try to find him, it's
Yeah.
he's
He'll
always
show up.
moving. So just stand still. If you stand
can't
still for
sit
2 hours,
still.
you'll see him. Yeah.
I can't like follow the protein part cloud.
See, if you guys, that would be. You could do
Ew.
a few episodes in a row. Just do a weekend of episodes of the
That would
Arnold
be fun.
Classic.
Yeah.
But you need to bring like a camera guy and just walk around because you can get media passes.
Oh,
I
really?
have some friends from South Dakota who thought it'd be a funny joke. They have this company called Massonomics.
Sure.
And they just do like kind of meathead related podcasts. And 2 years ago, they just applied for media passes
And they
for
got
the
one?
Arnold. They're like, yeah, we'll see. We're just like dickheads from South Dakota. And they just gave them all media passes. So these guys showed up and they were allowed to like film and interview whoever.
right,
They had like
that's
free
awesome.
access at the expo.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
And
Yes.
they kind of like built
am
their whole
so
brand, based on
That's
that.
amazing.
And did all these like hilarious interviews with like huge name people.
Holy shit.
It's in like March, April.
It's the first weekend of March every year. Yeah.
if I just take like the back of a business card and write press and put it in a fedora, do you think
Oh,
that
their
would work?
security
I can
stuff
just
is like
walk in?
kind of serious. It's pretty legit. Yeah.
So you're
like,
saying
I can't
no.
I can't even get. So I have all my passes for the booth for like employees and stuff. I can't even get my employees' badges to give to them.
Yeah.
Everyone has to go and show their,
Sure.
legit ID
I can admit,
and
what,
blah blah
what
blah.
the fuck do the bouncers look like at the Arnold Classic?
Yeah, what
just
are-
like sad old people that are in the union at the convention
yeah,
center.
like just don't hit me. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, so there's nothing bad is going to
Use this
happen.
taser on you, young man.
Excuse me.
It's crazy though because it's so we'll get there at like the expo opens for VIPs at like 8:30. We'll get there at like 7:30 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and there are dickheads sitting, waiting
Waiting
to
to
be
get in.
first in line.
at the Arnold Classic.
I need those
It's like-
samples, bro.
Like these booths are gonna like run away after an hour or something. I don't know what the deal is. Like
They
it's
just
here
wanna
for
get in line.
It's here for 3 fucking days.
I just want to get in
And
line.
so they're sitting there for like hours, just sitting Indian style on the floor in front of doors.
Maybe they're just
then-
doing yoga.
It's
No, I don't know.
sure.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
that'd be
I
more
don't know.
productive than what they're doing.
Workout yoga.
But then they open the doors and everyone, it's just sprints. Everyone sprints in the front doors.
Is
of
it
this
like it's
expo.
leg day?
Are there like
Crazy.
giveaways they're trying to catch first or something like that?
There
Like-
used to be really good giveaways and you get a ton of free stuff all the
Swag
time.
bags
And
and
now
everything.
it's like, oh, you got to wait in line for,
That's the problem.
30 minutes to an hour to get like one protein sample. And it's super not worth it at all. But people still just
Fuck
wait
yeah.
in lines wrapping around the entire expo to like see some. Because now it's not even like athletes anymore. It's like
Respect people like
Instagram like influencers.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all everyone cares about anymore for any business is
is Instagram.
influencers.
Well, you're heavy on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, but I also
Pardon the
am
pun, but
terrible at it.
Yeah. you have so many followers and likes and shit. I'm jealous. I want to get to live large
Yeah,
level.
I mean, it's
You're good.
just super annoying though. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
I
pain in the
like
ass.
really
Social media's
hate
a pain
social
in the
media
ass.
because you have to stay on top of it all the time. It's like it's just 24 hours because you just get messages nonstop, and it's anyone who tags
yeah,
you in something,
totally.
you have to like it. You have to, it's. That's like the most annoying part of everything.
Social
Like,
media.
Set me up at an expo. I'd have a blast. Like selling and talking to people there. That's a blast.
Doing Instagram
Responding
and shit.
to social media stuff and dealing with all that. I hate it every day. It's like, all right, what the fuck am I going to post today? I got to
Yeah.
post something because if I don't post something today, my website's getting half the traffic it does
Exactly.
normally.
That's why ours is booming. But I actually hired quote unquote a social media guy to handle our Facebook now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
How's that
Tim the
going?
Fraud. Yeah, he'll be handling it. So
Flim flam.
yeah, Mr. Flim Flam. He asked yesterday to take
Tim
it.
Flynn?
Tim Flynn asked to take over the Facebook. So,
All right, that'll be good.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know it'll be good. That's why
Yeah.
when he
And
said,
you
"Can I
might pay
do
him
it?"
in beer or something.
I'm not gonna pay him
so-
shit. He just
Yeah.
wants to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, the fuck yeah.
I wish there was somebody
pay
that
him
would want to
shit.
do it. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people who would want to do it.
Yeah,
but
but-
I super don't want them doing it. So.
Exactly. Like, ours is a joke,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
fine.
That's anyone who's willing to work for free. I probably don't want them
Well,
working.
now he's not going to want to work for free. Damn it!
Yeah,
Fuck you, Tim. You're working. I don't
Tim,
care.
you're not running my Facebook page.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're going to get an email tomorrow.
Hey, I have this social
get this-
media firm.
yeah.
I have this wonderful client.
Flynn
drinks
Social
with Larry.
We're killing it. So you were talking about your Hawaii trip. What is this? I saw
All right, so
I saw you were traveling there with
yeah, we did like our
pants
first
and all that. It was like
annual
fun.
kind of like team trip to Hawaii this
Okay.
year. It's going to be a yearly thing. So I brought like a couple of my athletes and kind of everyone who helps me out with everything.
Sure.
We took a big trip to Maui this year. And it's going to be a yearly thing because I go a few times a year.
You are
because
there
I'm
quite a
just-
bit.
Yeah, I keep lucking into cheap flight deals, and anytime one pops up, I just book a trip. I just pick dates and like hope those dates end up working out okay.
That's a
But,
good idea.
Yeah,
Nice.
everything else just gets canceled because I'll take Hawaii over pretty much anything.
Really?
But it's the best place in the world.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, easily, because it's a loophole spot, right? So it's a tropical paradise that you get all the perks of going to some like exotic land, but it's America. You don't have to exchange money. You
So
can
it's American
drive.
rules.
Everyone speaks English, but it's still its own unique culture too.
It's America rules.
America rules.
Yeah. That's what I assume they say over there. I don't know.
No, they super don't because they
They don't
like
care.
the local parts of the island. They just kind of hate you for being white.
I'm
and
sure,
being
yeah.
a tourist on their
That's why I
island.
don't travel outside of Ohio.
No, it's fine. Just go Ohio and Hawaii. That's the end goal here.
So you're gonna set up a Live Large headquarters out there eventually?
Yeah, that's the whole operation will move
That's
to
awesome.
Hawaii. No, I wish.
Once you go global, you can do that.
Yeah, we'll once I just sell out of everything and
Well,
just
once you hire
once
someone
people
to handle
once,
Ohio,
once people cut me checks and I just disappear.
exactly. Well, that's
Yeah. Well, that'll never happen.
never. We're 100% business. Go ahead.
So we're doing that trip's going to be yearly. It's our Live Large in Paradise trip. We're going to do it once a year. It's going to be in like September, August, sometime in that window every single year. But this year, I had the stupid idea to run a contest to give away a trip to Hawaii.
I saw
It's
that.
like I was saying before, it's like a
Oops.
big deal if someone gives away $100 gift cards. I was like, fuck it, $5,000 vacation. Yeah. let's see how
Go
this
big, man.
goes.
Go big.
You wanted some attention.
Yeah.
You got some attention, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out really well because we did a big release of like really dumbass Hawaii designs.
No,
like,
the Hawaiian
like
dress.
I was
like
just
the
gonna
shirts
say,
we
I
got.
like
did
'em.
literally did like Hawaiian shirts.
We're over
Just
here
dumb
like,
shit.
these are awesome. And he's like, we handed out some dumbass shirts.
Well, it's like compared to what I normally do because I don't really do a lot of like bright colors. I don't do anything crazy.
Yeah,
So then
yours is
this
all, like-
release was so far outside of the normal what I
looks
normally do. Like I did Hawaiian shirts. I did
I like the
sandals.
Hawaiian
I did
shirts.
beach towels.
Yeah.
We had made beach balls. It just got. I didn't even post about them. Those just got included with every single order randomly. So it's just like the most gimmicky release ever. But it ended up being like the second biggest release we've had yet.
Wow.
And so that contest started while as soon as we got home from the trip this year, that contest started with the release.
Okay.
And it's running all the way until the Arnold this year. We'll do the drawing there.
At the Arnold Classic.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
I mean we set it up pretty easy so where it's just every item purchased, whether it's in person or online, gets people an entry into this contest.
Okay.
And then we're not so next year the plan is to get a bigger house there. And so we'll kind of see who wins and whether or not they'd rather, if they want us to stay in the house with us, sure.
But if they want to have their own.
If they want, yeah, they're just getting 2 flights so they can bring a guest because obviously going to Hawaii by yourself is like a super weird move.
But they're going with you.
But they're coming with us, but like
They don't
they
know
may
you.
or may not know us. I know a lot of my customers, but there's also
Yeah.
it could also be like some random weird dude who bought one T-shirt ever and didn't even know about the contest and gets
He
a
brings
call
his
out of the
inflatable
blue.
girlfriend. Yeah.
Sounds like you're talking about our listeners right now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
all our
So
random
if any
weird
of you
dude
guys
listeners,
win, you're super not staying in our house. No, well, you'll get your own condo.
Dude, he brought a real doll. Okay.
He
Live large, baby.
just sitting by the pool with his real doll all day.
what are you looking forward to most about Hawaii? Because I saw a video you posted earlier, and I'm wondering if I'm right or not.
I mean, anywhere I go, it's always just food.
Yeah,
Food's like, because I'm just like the fattest dude of all time. Who every trip I take anywhere is just all about food. But
Well, I saw,
it's
tell
really
people
just,
what the
nature
video was
stuff.
today.
Well, the video I posted today. So McDonald's in Hawaii, instead of like the crappy apple pies, they have the same pies, but they're taro pies.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only get them in Hawaii. And they're actually one of the best things ever. Like Pants said, it was his favorite food item we ate the
Really?
entire time we were there.
What is it?
It's just the shitty fried hand pie from McDonald's. But instead of apple, it's taro, which I don't know if you guys have had taro, but it's
No,
kind
what
of
is
like
it?
a sweet potato-y kind of thing.
Looking
Yeah.
this
It's like
shit
it's
up
a
right
Hawaiian
purpley,
like
like
fruit.
sweet potato-y thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Purpley?
it's purple.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very
I
good.
gotta
Yeah, people are
Google
Yeah,
this.
losing.
look the video
I'm
up. You can see the purple.
Taro pie.
filling up
Yo,
taro
people are
pie.
losing their shit over this. Like it's oh
More
my
than,
God,
more
it
than the
looks
McRib.
amazing.
taro pies.
McVit's
Yeah.
back.
Taro
Someone yelled at
pies.
work today.
Taro pies are probably one of the best fast food items I've ever had at any fast
So
food
it's not like
restaurant.
surfing. It's not like going to see volcanoes.
Well, we do all like the
Volcanoes?
Yeah.
volcanoes.
Is that,
Are they-
is that Val Kilmer's brother?
Did I say
I
that?
was gonna say it. God damn it, Larry beat me to it.
Did I say that weird?
Volcano? Yeah.
Oh, so
Vol-
it has like that
vol-
crispy on the outside.
Yeah, it's the exact same McDonald's pie,
Oh
that
my
like
God, that
fried
looks
hand
awesome.
pie. Yeah,
Nice.
but to just have the taro pies only in Hawaii, and it's like a seasonal thing.
And they're
so
not
you gotta-
terrible.
No, they're the exact opposite.
Sorry.
Um,
It's sitting right here. I should be at the Arnold Classic.
shit.
yeah, just
I
go to
will.
just get your own boots.
Check
and just
out
stand
Live-
there
check
telling
out Live
jokes all day.
Medium.
Well, I want to ask you too about Eat Large because I don't know how serious or into it you are, but I love watching the Eat Large videos.
Oh, the Eat Large
especially
is
shout out
something-
to Dana Murray, my favorite fucking episode.
The Dana
was a funny
episode
one.
was
Yes.
the best one by
Oh,
far.
it had flashbacks of Golden Corral all over it.
Yeah, Dana's the only dude I know who has ever gone to Golden Corral by himself, and I think it's happened a lot of times.
Yeah, I think so. He might still.
No, I'm sure he does. But yeah, the Eat Large stuff is because I'm always traveling all over and eating at all these wild spots.
McDonald's.
McDonald's
I go to
specifically.
Hawaii.
Hawaii
Yeah, yeah.
McDonald's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's totally different. No, Hawaii,
Got it.
Hawaii McDonald's is literally like its own thing.
Yeah.
That's what you can get the local breakfast at the Hawaii McDonald's, and it's spam, Portuguese sausage, eggs, and rice.
Oh.
I
So
think
McDonald's does like a really good job of actually doing like
Local
and like
food.
around the world they always do like kind of local
Yeah.
weird things.
I
but-
think it's exotic when I get to a McDonald's that has sausage, gravy, and biscuits.
That's why in Ohio
I'm
they
like,
do the
what?
natural sausage McGriddles here. That's why in the
Oh,
Cleveland area. Yes.
The McGriddle,
The
an
McGriddle
Ohio
of Cleveland.
staple.
Yes. So you do the videos on YouTube.
Yeah,
I
which,
want to hear. You gotta
well, I
talk
don't-
about Dana's video at least because I fucking love
He
I
it.
ate
know,
a
that was
shit
the best
ton.
episode. So
So the premise of the video is basically
Eat Large is basically we just kind of it's meathead diners, drive-ins, and dives essentially. So we
And
just
you all are huge fucking guys.
whoa.
for the
No.
most part
Okay. All right.
we're huge on fucking guys.
No,
Yeah.
Dana's almost
That's what
as
I
tall
got
as
out of
me.
this.
And I
No, Dana-
remember he
Dana's-
was curling 100
Yeah,
pounds
he's big.
one-handed. Like,
Yeah.
It was
fucking
it was
20
when you
years
said
ago,
huge
so-
on fucking guys. That's it.
We're big on that.
Do you do that on video? Or I'm not
Yeah,
quite
that's
sure what I'm
what
going to be
Eat Large,
watching.
that's a-
Okay.
Roll back the tape. I don't think I said that.
it's recorded. Go ahead.
But yeah, so we do. It's we're traveling all over all the time and eating, so we just figured bring a camera along with us and make content out of it.
Sure.
Because all these, so every company they do all these training videos and athlete interviews, and they're all the same shit. They're all super fucking boring. And one thing, like whether it's bodybuilders, powerlifters, any meatheads have in common, everybody loves to eat.
Sure.
So I was like, all right, well, I'll do like food related content because that's
People
what I'm
like-
doing
and
anyway.
everybody
I'm
likes food
traveling around
anyways.
eating. Yeah, exactly. I definitely haven't taken it as seriously as I should. I kind of go through spurts and we'll crank out like 2 or 3 episodes in a month, and then I'll forget about it for a year, and then we'll bring it back, and I'll just
They're
be
good,
like,
though.
I'll be like, yeah, now we're doing season 3 coming
Yeah.
up. You know?
We got to
just-
keep
We
hyping
just
it.
arbitrarily make up seasons when there's a long break without doing it.
Well, the trick is you got to keep hyping it, and then people will catch on, and then they'll keep
Yeah.
bugging you until you actually do
well,
it.
people
yeah.
like, it's weird. I think YouTube super fucks you on views because a lot of people
Oh yeah, no, I'm
like
livid. Yeah.
so many people come up all the time and
But
they're
not
like,
if you're watching Drinks with Larry
Yeah,
on
yeah.
YouTube.
Well,
wink, wink.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I don't think like
We're not
Facebook
monetized, it doesn't
views
fucking
count on YouTube. Like even if it's linked,
I don't think
I don't
so.
think they count because I've had definitely more people like Dana's episode. I've had more people come up to me in person and comment on that video than that video has views for some reason.
Yeah.
So that one we went to Sweet Moses in Cleveland, and they have their Terminal Tower
Ice cream.
ice cream challenge, which is
Check out this video, ladies
it's
and
a
gentlemen, after he
10
describes.
yeah. Just search Eat Large ice cream challenge. I think it's called.
Well, I can link it.
If you just search
Yeah.
hashtag Eat Large on YouTube, it pulls up all the videos. But it's an 8-pound ice cream sundae.
It's fucked up.
On the menu, it's just like, oh, it's 10 scoops plus all the fixins, whatever. But each scoop on that, instead of being like the racquetball size
Yeah.
scoop, is like a softball
Yeah.
plus.
It's like a Paul Bunyan scoop.
Oh, they're,
yeah.
they're actual nonsense. And the bowl itself is like a foot across.
trough.
And then
big.
half of the sundae's outside of the bowl. So that's what
Yeah.
I remember Dana being like
ridiculous.
pumped when he got to the bowl.
Yeah.
And then he realized he was like halfway done.
Oh yeah.
And
Because it was all the rest of it was in the bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
and
it's
it was literally, it gets to the point where they're like, yeah, do you want a straw? Because this is all
Yeah.
just
Oh.
melting
much,
at that
just
point.
melted
Yeah.
together. Yeah, yeah, and then
Watching him eat that though was
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
No
Yeah.
spoilers, folks. Stay tuned till the ending.
at the
You're gonna
ending,
love
yeah,
it.
it turns out exactly how you'd expect someone trying to eat
Did you
8
get
pounds
brain
of ice
freeze?
cream works.
Did you get a
I'm
brain
pretty
freeze?
sure.
Yeah, just
I
got a
can't
brain freeze, I
remember
did.
for certain, but I'm pretty. Wasn't the last shot? Didn't it end with like you doing the like a cutout and Dana was like laying in the window on a bench or something?
I think the last shot was literally us talking about going to get food because we actually went and ate immediately after.
Yeah, you guys went and got food
Yeah,
after
we
that.
went and
take
got
that
food
back.
like the second we were done with that. Yeah, it ended very poorly for Dana Murray.
Yeah.
And
No,
this-
yeah, it was.
It literally and
Kinda
it
gross.
was funny because the finale looked exactly like if you dumped the rest of the bowl out in the street.
It was
Essentially,
identical.
Yeah.
It was actually identical.
It really was.
looked like someone just spilled a gigantic ice cream sundae.
And
but-
the laughing was the same too.
yeah.
I was with friends at a peep eating contest for Halloween or for Easter once.
I was in that contest.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah.
I remember.
Yes.
I ate
our-
40.
Our friend Adam
The
ate
colorful throw up.
more than you,
He,
but then
that was the.
he got sick in the bathroom.
I did too.
Multicolored peeps. Did you? I didn't
Yeah.
think you got sick.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, you said it was
Yeah.
the most beautiful
I
throw
s-
up.
it was the most
ever.
beautiful puke I've ever had in my life. Yeah.
All the puke.
It was like foam.
It all
Just rainbow
stayed.
foam.
Yeah.
Yes,
Awesome, yeah.
they all stayed the individual colors of the different peeps. It was just
Yeah, the trick with
ridiculous.
Peeps is it doesn't dissolve in your stomach. So when I ate all of them,
So it just starts filling.
it just was
up.
like it was like filling in my
You're
with
just
like foam.
Like,
Yeah,
all right, there's no more room.
you know that stuff
We're
they put in the
stuck here.
walls, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
insulation. That's what it was filling my
Like the
stomach
old
with. Yeah,
Pirates Cove foam parties. It is
exactly.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same thing. That's exactly what I'm thinking of. But that's what the bathroom. It was the most beautiful vomit I've ever had in my life. Yeah.
Do you guys drink large?
No, never.
No, like maybe like extra large smoothies or something like that.
No smoothies ever. I do fuck with very large Diet Mountain Dews from Speedway all the time. That's my go-to.
So if I tell people I eat like shit, I can just say I'm like training
Just be
to
like,
be a
I'm a powerlifter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just a powerlifter. I
Brian?
need all the calories.
Yeah. Like, lay off me. I'm
Just
bulking
wear
right
baggy
now.
hoodies and just say you're a
Bulking up.
powerlifter all the time. I'm bulking. It's just heavy bulk season all the time.
Oh my god, that's funny because I work with a bunch of guys who like coach wrestling, and all they talk about is cutting weight constantly. Then I hear you talk about it, it's like just weight.
Yeah.
weight.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, there's the same cuts that wrestlers will do for their competitions, like very competitive powerlifters will
Yeah,
do
'cause
to
they have to
cut
get to a
down
certain-
for their weight classes.
It's crazy.
So a lot of people, I mean, you can go up to cutting 10% of your body weight in just water.
Yeah, I heard the way they do it is nuts.
Which you like load up a bunch of water. You know, you load up a bunch of water and a bunch of sodium, so your body soaks it all up, and then you basically cut it all out. And
it's
Just
healthy.
go into kidney failure. You'll be fine.
really
You'll be
healthy.
good.
Yeah, it's really
kidney
healthy.
failure is more from the massive amounts of drugs everyone.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
the obscene steroid abuse in
Yeah, actually,
both powerlifting and bodybuilding.
I watched a video the other day about dehydration and how it's all a big scam and everything like that. And they
Yeah.
basically said, you know, how do you avoid dehydration? And all these doctors are basically like, when you get thirsty, just drink,
Yeah.
and you're okay.
No, that's literally all
Like,
you have to do. That's
literally you're fine.
The whole like drink a gallon a day thing, like it's kind of nonsense.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. It's just made
like
by.
if you're trying to train for performance. Obviously, you're sweating more. Obviously, you're using
Sure.
more. So it's like, yeah, you might need to drink a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just like dickhead sitting at a desk all day, you don't need to drink a gallon of water,
don't need
man. You're
8
fine.
I know everyone's like, I need 8 bottles of water. I'm like, you don't.
No, you
just
super don't. Yeah, you're gonna pee
bloat up
every
and
half
pee.
hour all
Yeah.
day long. Congratulations,
Dr. Larry over here.
Yeah.
Here you're learning.
great. You
No,
just
that's
gotta
a-
hold on to it, pinch it off.
Exactly.
2 o'clock comes, you take the rubber band off, and everything
And let it
comes
all
out. You're good to go.
That's what if you're
Can
peeing
you
clear,
do-
you're not supposed
Yeah.
to pee clear. That's
Yeah, I
supposed to be
know.
bad.
'Cause then you're
It's like
bad.
flushing nutrients out, basically.
See, look at all the stuff you learn on Drinks with Larry.
This is
Ice
very
cream.
valuable information.
So now what's the pizza thing?
So
Talking about healthy shit.
Talking about
super
eating.
healthy. Yeah, so it's the kind of end game. Like I've worked in pizza
Hungry.
shops forever.
No.
I know.
I worked with Aaron at a
You
pizza
did work
shop
with Aaron,
at
yeah.
literally Romeo's in Medina.
Yes, we did.
Years ago, but we
make
so
pizzas.
that's always been kind of like the long term
I
plan.
think I
for
remember
me.
when you worked with Aaron because I'd be like, "Who's that black kid you're working with?"
Yeah, the only one.
Like, they let one of those work
The
here.
only one.
As a Romeo's just got like big enough, they like had to.
We had the
They're
Italian
like-
kitchen too.
Yeah, yeah.
I was cooking for the Italian kitchen.
Yeah.
I remember
making
that.
manicani and shit.
Fuck
I mean,
yeah,
but
with
that's
the
pretty
little
traditional,
rigatoni
yeah.
buffet.
I mean, well, I didn't know.
Nick, are you okay?
Nah, yeah, I remember all that shit. We
All
were
right.
there.
Yes.
But yeah, it's so pizza's always been the thing. That's always been like the long term goal, and like the fitness industry is kind of weird where, your
They
ticket.
don't. They're not big on pizza.
Well, no, it's
Chaco.
no, they're huge on pizza. It's actually awesome. So I get a lot of co branding opportunities here.
Really?
But it's you never really kind of know when you quit being cool. Like your ticket just gets pulled.
Tell me about it, man.
Just still waiting for the day, man, but it's coming.
I
Someone
dread that
will
day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But it's you see all these companies that are massively successful and then they just crater.
Yeah.
And no one knows when that's coming. So that's why I figured while everything's going really well, I need to parlay that into something a little bit more long term.
Sure.
Pizza shop's always been the plan, so I started just vaguely looking around for spaces
Okay.
to see if I could luck into something good. And then found a space that was a closed pizza shop, had an entire kitchen still sitting in it.
Hey.
Ovens, walk-in cooler, everything
Nice.
ready to go. And it's in Brunswick. So
Really?
it was like very convenient because I wanted
When is this opening?
it's going to be probably like late winter, early spring.
Okay. All
So
right.
I've had like an idea for a really long time because I've been to basically every notable pizza shop in the country.
All right.
You know, any like top 20 list you see, it's like I've probably been to 15 of them.
You get your bucket badge all filled out?
Yeah, I'm set.
Papa John's Hawaii.
42 and 303.
Yeah, it's literally it's in the Donut Land strip, so it's just north
Okay.
of 303 on 42. So you get like the best donuts in Northeast Ohio and
Yeah.
soon the best
They
pizza
really
in
have
Northeast
the
Ohio.
best
I like
donuts.
it.
They
Yeah, it's
really
the best
do.
because it's just an old school spot
Yeah,
that
they
they
fry them bitches.
they don't
Yeah.
really like fuck around with anything. They don't try to get cute. They're just like, no, we're doing like the most basic
Yeah.
donuts.
Here's
we're doing
a
them awesome.
real glazed donut.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's dope.
So
You got to
that-
get
that's
the
gonna be,
birthday
like-
donut. It's a 15-inch round
Who
donut.
the,
Oh
who
yeah,
the
they,
fuck
they
was
do
that?
the donut.
It's delicious.
Yeah, the donut cakes there are great. Yeah, they do like the massive ones.
Brian could not hold out on the
I love donut cake.
we finally
He's literally falling
touched
asleep
on
over
something.
there.
Brian's like,
donuts.
got to get the birthday cake donut.
That's what he's
Donut cake all day.
He's about to sleep in his chair. Here's donut land. He's like,
You
oh.
get the maple frosting with the sprinkles, and you do the chocolate cream filling. Oh, it's like going up to heaven and taking a bite out of God. All right, continue.
Thank you.
Carry on.
Thanks, Ollie.
So you're
It go rain.
don't let me forget. I got to play one voicemail before we leave.
Okay.
We have a hotline now, so go ahead.
hotline.
Yeah, people leave us voicemails. Yeah, it's kind of funny. So you're opening the place mid or end of fall.
Yeah,
early spring.
it'll be like late winter, early spring. And
Okay.
so I've had like this crazy idea for a while to kind of Ohio's never had its own style of pizza.
Sure.
That's nothing that's ever existed. If you
Just
said-
pizza.
Yeah, there's all the pizza here. Like, there's some pretty good spots. There's no really great spot in Northeast Ohio, and there's not a signature style of pizza. If someone's like, "What's pizza like in Ohio?" You'd be like, "It's like fucking,
Oh,
it's
shit, we
pizza.
don't.
Pizza.
It's kind of middle thickness. You know, middle amount of toppings, middle amount of cheese. You know, some sauce. It's like what
Are
you
you
get at
describing
chain
men
shops.
in Ohio right now?
Yes,
Little thickness.
just everything. Just
Then I just left out
Just
the rest. I'm
boring,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna get Stephanie all excited.
Not a lot of sauce.
Time to update my Tinder
I,
profile.
I gotta download Tinder again. Hold on.
Looking
you
for
gotta get
middle.
you gotta get
thickness.
Bumble or Bumble and
The
Tin-
Bumble's
you
the
know,
new
all
one.
those
They're
new
suing
ones.
each other
Are they?
for the swiping. But anyways, yeah.
Sure.
Good, they both need to end.
Yeah. Well, Bumble, you're in control, I guess. The
No,
girls
you
are
know
in
we
control. I
can't.
guess that's how
No,
it
we're
goes.
not.
Yeah, it's-
We're not. Okay, I deleted
Yeah.
it.
Give it a
It's
whirl.
gone. I
With
did.
Bumble, with Bumble, you get to say hello before you get 20 dick pics.
Yeah.
No, you're like.
What's the buzz? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand any of that stuff. That's when technology blew by me really fast.
Stephanie's.
I
deep
wish
in it.
I wish that existed when I was in college. That would have made college way more fun, probably. But
Instant
nope, it did not.
Messenger.
Instant
the
Messenger,
same
yeah,
thing.
it's
Yeah.
away messages.
Yeah.
I saw somebody recently actually talking about like, wouldn't it be awesome if you could just get an away message for like your texts on your phone?
Yeah, we had
And
that.
apparently, it is like a real feature on iPhones. You just have to dig deep to find.
Really?
But,
That was always the best thing, was trying to come up with a creative away message
yeah,
to make
do
yourself
something
sound
like
cool.
cool,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
BRB.
song lyrics.
Yeah.
that-
Yeah,
Or try to
mine
be
was
vague.
always
Yeah.
always Rage Against the Machine, and then I had a couple friends like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're never even on the thing. All you have is your away message.
That's
up
a good
all the
question.
It was
time.
literally just like a life
Goddamn
answering
right.
machine,
Yeah.
What
essentially.
were your
yeah.
screen names?
I was Clevo Edge 88
Clevo.
because I was straight edge.
Now,
at the time.
now you can take it back.
Now I can take it back.
Why you not?
No, I'm on hydrocodone
Yep.
right now.
No, it's fine.
It doesn't
But
matter.
back to the pizza.
doesn't
Sorry.
count.
Yeah, go ahead,
derail
sorry.
Back
it.
to the pizza.
Yeah.
So yeah, so all pizza in Northeast Ohio, it's like the same as you get at every chain shop.
Sure.
You know, it's maybe slightly better versions, but it's not
Yeah,
all
some
the mom
good
and
dough,
pop
some
shops are
good
just kind of
sauce.
doing standard pizza. So I had this crazy idea to create Ohio style pizza. No one's ever claimed it. No one's ever done it. No one's ever tried to do anything cool or creative at all in Ohio with pizza. So I figured, fuck it, I'll do it.
This will be interesting.
Is it all black olives?
Zero black olives.
Oh, okay.
No. So I kind of like I just mashed up.
Is
so
it just donuts?
it's actually donuts on top of pizza. It's a co-branded thing with Donut Land.
Is it pierogies?
It's donuts
pierogies.
filled with pizza sauce. Actually, that's the whole thing. You just melt cheese instead of the glaze and put pizza sauce in the middle,
I'll take 2.
which actually might not even be that bad if you
Yeah.
actually made it, stuff some
I
pepperonis in
mean,
there.
I seen some of the pizza. It's like is brick oven style. Are you using?
I'll be using the normal conveyor oven just so I can do like the volume that I want to do. But the different kind of differentiation is
Don't give
I've
away your
taken
secrets.
things. Well, I've taken things from like Detroit style pizza. I've taken things from Northeast PA style pizza, which people don't even realize is a style. Most
No.
people haven't had it. But my favorite pizza shop in the world is Angelo's in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Really?
Posse Fest.
Posse
fame,
Fest.
man.
Yeah, that's what
Detroit style is like the deep dish.
It's deep dish, cheese all the way to the edge, and then it's square pie, square cut.
because they were
And
using.
then a stray
And they
dog
put the
comes and
sauce
steals it
on
away
top.
from
They were
you.
using the pans from the factory, if I'm not mistaken, the Ford factory.
Yep, it was Ford factory pans. That's why it was like
oh, yeah.
rectangular pans. They're a little bit deeper dish, straight up edges. It's kind of like the old,
I know my pizza.
like Little Caesars, the Little Caesars deep dish.
They're
That old
from
school.
Detroit, yeah.
That's kind of like their shitty version of Detroit style pizza. But I've stolen elements from.
Take that back.
It's a
I've
Detroit
kind of
company.
taken all of like my favorite little things
Put
about
'em all
all
in
of my
place.
favorite shops and made like my dream Frankenstein
Really?
pie essentially.
It's alive.
And yeah. So it's cheese all the way to the edge. It's a round pie. It's square cut. Sauce is on top. It's a sweet sauce. Sauce is spiraled on top of the pizza.
I like the sweet.
Not spread out.
Yeah, I like a sweet
Not
sauce.
spread out.
too.
It's sweet sauce in a spiral on top of the pie.
Oh wow.
And it's very unique, but it crushes pretty much anything you'll ever have in Northeast Ohio.
All right. Well, when it comes
So
out, we'll
it's-
definitely
it
have
will
to.
be. We'll
Yeah.
do an episode in the shop.
I would love to do
We'll,
that.
we'll do an
Absolutely.
episode.
Absolutely.
It'll be a co-branded Drinks with Larry
Exactly.
Eat Large.
Eat large pizza.
Can it have
at
pineapples
Ohio
on it?
Pie in Brunswick.
No.
Pineapples are good on
Stop.
pizza.
Yeah, they are.
Anybody who says no pineapples on pizza is just
I agree.
an
I
asshole.
like this guy.
Completely
I
and
agree.
totally.
Yeah.
As an asshole, fuck pineapples.
She said black olives earlier, and you said nothing.
I
Now
like
we talk about pineapples.
Pineapples are
Black
much better
olives.
topping than black olives. I promise.
Pineapples in general are just gross.
Well, I mean that's a personal
You're-
preference. I can respect that.
I don't.
People just saying, "Oh, they don't belong on pizza." It's like, well, first of all, you're
Pineapple
Pineapple
Pete
Pete
makes his
over here.
return.
well, first of all, it's like you're not eating fucking pizza in Italy, you asshole.
Yeah,
like things
exactly.
are going to change. You know, it's
This isn't
it's like
authentic.
if you're eating pizza in like Naples and someone puts a
Yeah.
pineapple on it, like maybe kind of weird.
Yeah,
All right.
maybe.
If you're eating pizza that is this like homogenized American bullshit,
It's fine.
put whatever the fuck you want
Yeah.
on it. Really,
Ooh,
like,
there's spam on here.
and
Awesome.
the same assholes who'll be like, "Don't put pineapple on pizza," are probably eating a buffalo chicken pizza or something insane. It's like, all right, so this isn't. It's just an open faced fucking sandwich.
I know with blue cheese.
But
Talking about
pineapples,
this
no,
guy.
can't
Pizza-
be here at all.
Pizza, yeah, but
That
pizza
guy, I
is
mean.
one of those foods where you can put whatever you want on it.
Oh, it's a complete
It's
free
whatever
for
you
all.
want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's a total free for all.
you can be who you want to be.
Working in pizza shops
Like in
for
anything.
years, you end up making the most asinine creations of
Yeah,
all
fuck
time.
it. But who cares? Like,
That's-
it
I've,
literally
I found a way to basically make a pizza version of almost anything
Yeah.
you could ever want to make, you know, and it's almost always good. You know, it's-
exactly.
Now I'm imagining like the first
You don't have to raise your
first
hand.
guy
You
that
just
put
raised your
lettuce
hand?
on his
Yeah, I did.
sandwich, and
Okay.
someone's like, "Lettuce on a sandwich?
yeah.
Did you hear what this
Fuck
fucking
you, man."
gross dude's doing?"
What about your crust?
It's like mid thickness crust. It's the trick to crust is actually proofing it properly. Most places don't. That's why you usually feel like really bloated when you eat pizza. In Italy, actually, one of the main things they look for in their crust is the digestibility of it. If it's proofed properly and you use up all the yeast and it's done right, pizza actually shouldn't bloat you. It should feel fine, and it should be super digestible. And you'll feel fine after you can eat a whole day of pizza. You'll feel fine.
You shouldn't have the raging
so do
shits
you
right
get-
after.
No, instead it's like when you feel like, your guts, blown out a foot and you feel like completely terrible after eating a few slices of pizza, it's because they have shitty dough. That's really all it is.
So after you make the dough, you give it that day in the refrigerator?
Two.
2
48-hour proof process. And how I do it.
Whoa.
You can do a 24-hour proof. You can do a 48. You can do whatever the fuck you want,
Serious
really.
business.
But to get it the way that I want it, it's a 48-hour proof.
So you're saying that style of dough, you can save even more water with your bio bidet? It'll be nice and
Yeah, no,
thought you were going-
nice and
movements,
tapered
just
and
one
good to go.
little,
Yeah.
one little well-aimed squirt. Just
I thought you were going for a proof in the pudding
Knock it out
joke.
there.
I'm really disappointed.
who was talking about pudding? Oh, okay, proven. I gotcha.
I like that.
My
So
bad.
you are really taking this seriously.
Yeah, I'm super nerdy about pizza.
Take notes.
I understand the dynamics
yeah,
of it
yeah.
too. But I like.
That's. I mean, you worked in kitchens for years. You know the deal, but
it's a science, man. It's
Yeah.
very
I've been
Well,
eating for years. I take
that's
it
what
very
the
seriously.
I was
dough's the
gonna
only
say I
thing you
eat
really
a
have
lot
to.
of pizza, so I'm excited about
I'm
this.
excited. This is great and local too.
Yeah, so it's nice. I get to move back to Medina, which I irrationally
Said no
love
one ever.
Medina, Ohio.
It's crazy, isn't
Dude,
it?
I love it.
It's not bad.
It's
It's not bad at all.
it's great.
Yeah, it's not.
cool.
It's Hawaii and Medina.
Yeah, no, literally the only.
extreme.
Well, it's, people always rag on like Northeast Ohio. It's like
not
I've
bad.
traveled for years touring with bands. I've seen everywhere a bunch of times. Once you factor in like the people, the cost of living, everything,
Sure.
there's very few places I'd rather live than Northeast Ohio. It's like you can go and live in California. Yeah, California's maybe a little bit better. People suck for the most part, and it costs it costs
ridiculous amount of
5-10
money.
times what it costs to
And
live
when
here.
when the water wars happen, we'll be ready. So just wait.
It's
Well,
like
we're like- it's
Cleveland
like-
and Ethiopia. You want to be rich somewhere? Those are your choices.
Let's do it.
No, it's nuts. That's what it's. You basically live here for free.
Well, we're glad you're back.
How
I'll be
about your
back.
cheese
We're
blend?
good.
Your cheese blend. How's your
I go mozzarella and provolone.
He can't give away all of it.
50-50.
50-50 blends the key.
What if there's like a pizza Nazi listening?
Pizza,
there's-
pizza places,
there's only a
everybody
couple
just
things I
steals from
can't tell.
everybody anyways.
Well,
so.
that's the whole thing. Like, if you kind of know about pizza at all, if you're someone who, you should be able to have a slice of my pizza and know exactly the cheese blend I'm using. You
A
should
pizza
have a
connoisseur.
pretty good idea how I'm proofing my dough. It's like I can go to pretty much any pizza shop and tell you the kind of oven they're using, with the temp they're cooking it at, how long.
So you're
they
like
probably
a
make
you're
it
like
at
a
that
wine
time.
guy. You're
Yeah,
like
yeah, except with pizza.
A sommelier.
Yeah, pizza's way better than wine. So.
What kind of pizza is this? We should call our friend Nick up. He'll tell
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
Is this what happens when you grow up
I'm like
never
swishing it
drinking
around my mouth.
alcohol?
Yes.
This is, okay.
This is what happens.
No, that's it. Yeah,
should've done it.
I quit drinking when I was 16 so I could
Good for you.
focus on pizza.
That's great. Yeah. Awesome.
Mostly because of Jeff Hess's influence, man.
Yeah.
I had the 8,000-year-old man teaching me how to not drink.
I quit drinking because I'm an alcoholic. I developed a physical thing. Never mind. Anyway, so real quick, we have a hotline that we just put on the show. And I don't know who's been putting their car warranty people on it, but stop.
What?
They call every Google Voice number.
Yeah, well, I don't appreciate it. So I got a car warranty today. Apparently, I have a car warranty up.
Oh,
so-
nice.
But we have a phone number. It's 330-274-42.
Hit the bell.
330-274-4245.
86789.
And we've had a bunch of people call other numbers and leave voicemails for the show. I've been finding out.
The wrong number.
Yeah. Like people will send me a
Hence
text and be like,
Blunt
hey, man,
Mommy.
or on Twitter, they'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah, we left you a voicemail. And I'm like, I don't know who you called, but
Super didn't.
yeah.
I was super drunk when I left that
They're
voicemail.
like, like there's this show, Blunt Mommy, and she's like, oh, I left a drunk voicemail. It's so inappropriate. I'm like, that wasn't me. I didn't.
That's what,
I
I
got
have like
that would've been the
5
best
wrong
joke.
numbers I want to give out in my head right now.
She
I'm
gave
like, police station. That's
See, that would have
probably
been a
not
way
good
better
idea.
joke is if you said, like, all right, well, each week we're going to do a new number for this hotline. And you just gave out, like, friends' numbers.
random number.
she
When our
gave us-
show gets bigger, I might do that.
Yeah.
She gave us a big shout out on her last episode.
Did she? Blunt Mommy.
Blunt Mommy.
All right, I'll have to listen to it then.
It's really.
I'll try to listen
What's
to it.
she into?
Blunt?
Blunts?
Yeah, I
She's
wonder.
She's
yeah.
not.
Blunts and mommies.
She's not.
she's
she's into
super not-
canned
She's-
beers.
Just,
All right.
Being
yeah.
a lady.
It's great, yeah.
She's
So anyways, our favorite, one of our favorite guests, Frankie McDonald.
Yay!
Frankie.
Yeah. Frankie's
the
his
man.
weatherman.
Frankie!
Okay. He has an action figure. If you look there, he actually has one.
Great guy. My favorite Canadian too.
He's wrote a book. Well, our second favorite, Hotter Show, is one of our
Yeah.
favorites.
Oh, okay.
We
Sorry.
have a lot. Yeah, we
Sorry,
have a lot
Hotter
of-
A lot of
Show.
Canadian.
A lot
of
Big
Canadian
in the
listeners.
Canadian market.
We're actually growing. Yeah,
Diaper
there's only 2
first.
cities there, so we're okay.
Yeah.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah, in Seattle. But yeah, so we got a hold of Frankie, and he's been calling in. He calls in every couple months and talks to us and does like video streams and stuff. So he's a big weatherman. He has viral videos on YouTube and stuff. So that's just kind of background for you and for anybody listening right now. If you don't know who Frankie is, check him out. It's Frankie Weatherman.
He's the truth.
But he left us a minute long voicemail, so we're going to listen to it because
Alright.
it's Frankie, and
We love him.
I'm so happy he left this. This is when I got this transcript. I what?
Do we need headphones? Are we good?
You might need headphones.
Probably to hear it.
Probably, yeah.
That's what I'm wondering.
You can if you open those up.
That's
you
why I
might be
keep
able to-
mine on.
Here, you
Frankie,
wanna
Frankie
listen
is the
Here, you know, I
guy,
can play it
man.
right here so you can hear it. Yeah, just put on headphones. You'll be able to hear it. You ready?
Yep.
There you go. Let's see how Frankie sounds.
Hey, my name is Frank Goodell. My second book signing takes place at the Mayflower Mall on Saturday, December 1st, 2018, from 1:30 p.m. till
Frankie's the
3:30
best.
p.m. Atlantic time on Mayflower Mall, 800 Grand Lake Road, Sydney, Nova Scotia. Everyone, you have to come there. My second book signing takes place at the Mayflower Mall at 1:30 p.m. till 3:30 p.m. Atlantic time.
It's his book signing.
And
Yeah,
it's the same title, Be Prepared, the Frank Goodell Guide, the life, letter, and everything. It has a history about my life, weather, and all the topics like coldest place in the world, hottest place in the world, rainiest place in the world, snowiest place in the world, things like that, childhood pictures of me and things like that. It has a lot of stuff in my book about my childhood days and my toddler days and when I was born, the story about my childhood and things like that. My second book signing takes place on Saturday, December 1st, 2018 at the Mayflower Mall, 800 Grand Lake Road, Sydney, Nova Scotia from 1:30 p.m. till 3:30 p.m. night time. I'm Frankie McDowell.
Thank you, Frankie.
Thank
Oh,
you,
that's
Frankie.
awesome, Frankie.
We miss you,
I
buddy.
like that Frankie used your like voicemail hotline.
Yeah,
that
to plug his book.
Yeah, yeah. It's-
Absolutely.
As you made it basically so people would talk shit and like say funny jokes. And
Yeah.
this guy's like, I'm gonna basically do an infomercial on this thing.
Yeah, no,
He's
seriously.
Frankie works hard.
You guys
on his
funny
promo.
yet?
Yeah, good for him. Good for him.
He works really hard on
Sounds like
promo.
a true hustler. That guy.
He
though.
does, man. He hustles hard.
I mean, he promoted the same book signing about 7 times in that 1 minute.
His action figure. He has a
Hustles.
bobblehead doll.
He's got pillows now.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
his
is.
book is
He
raw.
is like he sells shit like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Frankie's the truth.
he's
Frankie
crazy.
fucking rules.
Yeah,
Maybe you need to get Frankie to run your Facebook
Yeah.
page.
Well, Tim,
He's very good
Tim
on
and Frankie
dates.
look the same, so it's hard to tell them apart. Actually,
All right, well, just have Tim pretend to be Frankie then.
he doesn't have to pretend.
Maybe it'll work. Have
All right,
Tim
so-
start telling the weather.
Yeah. I wish Tim did something. God. All right. Well, Brian, do you have anything to add? You've just been sitting there all quiet.
I'm just thinking about donut cakes now.
That's actually kind of accurate. Yes.
Well,
My
Donut
birthday
Land is open.
this week, so
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Brian's,
happy
Brian's birthday's on Halloween.
Yes.
It's true.
It is?
Yeah.
You guys better get him that Donut Land cake, man.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
what I'm saying.
They're
Let's
open
go.
24 hours on the weekend.
notice.
All right, so
Really?
happy
Yeah.
birthday to Brian, because, you know,
This will come out today.
Brian just let us know they need 24 hours notice. Like we're actually gonna order this shit.
I'm just saying, it's delicious.
We can order you
Maple
a cake.
topping,
Go on.
sprinkles,
Go on.
chocolate cream filling. It's the shit.
All right.
Ooh, that
Or if
does
you want to
sound
spring
good.
for it, I'm good for the custard filling too.
Ew.
Sounds so sad when you say it through a mask. If you guys want to add extra, that's fine. I'm going to be alone. All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Nick. Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
thanks for
Anything
having me,
else you
guys.
want to promote?
Yeah. Anything else you
Last
want to? Oh yeah.
minute?
Well, tell us where they can find all your stuff and all that fun jazz.
If you
So
wanna
all
do
the Live
one.
Large stuff, livelargefitness.com, Live Large Fitness on Instagram, blah,
Okay.
blah, blah, all that stuff. Ohio Pie, social media is still hidden. It'll be out soon.
Okay.
But that's going to be in the Donut Land Plaza in Brunswick.
All right.
All that info will be posted from the Live Large stuff too. So if you want the
Cool.
Ohio Pie info, just follow Live Large.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll tie it all. I'll put links and all that fun stuff in our descriptions and all that. What do you need? What's going on?
Promo code.
Oh, we have a promo code.
and yeah, I made a promo code.
What?
Discount for Live Large stuff. Just promo code Larry.
Nice.
For all of our listeners.
Larry.
God damn it! He
Just so
doesn't
you know.
need a bigger fucking ego.
Well, and the best part is every
Jesus.
item purchased gives you an
Thanks,
entry
Daniel.
for the
Dick.
Hawaii contest.
Really?
So one of your
Yes.
asshole listeners could
I hope they
Absolutely.
you'd be
win.
Absolutely.
super confused to come
Yeah.
to Hawaii with a bunch of power lifters and
I'll come with
dickheads.
them.
Yeah,
So
you
just remember-
you have to, if any of your followers listen, you're the
I'm
mandatory
going.
guest.
I have to
Yeah.
go with them. Yeah,
I
obviously.
mean, they get a guest, so
That's-
it's
they're going to
you.
have to.
You're,
All right.
you're
Chad.
locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody wants to win that, then I'll go with you to Hawaii. And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can go hang out with a bunch of powerlifters.
You'll see
Seriously,
how much
check
it's like
out.
Medina, Ohio. It's the same thing.
I can't wait.
Seriously, check out the merch. It's by far the coolest designs and shit of any kind of fitness athletic wear that I've ever seen.
And I've started doing much more stuff without like weights on it. So
Perfect.
You've branched out.
Yeah,
I like
branched
that.
out
So
a
I
little
won't-
bit, so it's more applicable to everyone.
I won't
So
be a
know
complete
a lot of people
poser
are like,
when I'm
yeah,
wearing
like I
it."
just can't really wear that because there's a gigantic barbell on it, and
not really
I
my
don't
scene.
lift weights. So
I don't want to get called a poser.
So yeah, I've started to do
Yeah,
more
the only
of
weight
that
I lift
stuff.
is myself.
Do you
Yeah.
lift, bro? No, I just like the shirt.
Oh, yeah, well, now that you have your
I'm
bulking powerlifter gimmick, I think you'll be set.
This
regardless.
is
That's
great.
weird. Yeah, you
No,
need
this
the
is-
barbell shirt to be like,
and
I'm
I-
a fucking powerlifter. Can't
and
you
I will
tell?
be emailing the Arnold Classic tomorrow. So this will be.
Oh, get those media credentials.
If I can get Ken Shamrock on, I have Ken Shamrock and Buff Bagwell's phone number. I can get us immediate pass at the Arnold Classic.
If you got get them to actually just get a booth
I
and
should
have
just
them
invite
at
them.
your booth.
Oh my
Yeah. That'd be
what are we doing? You'll be fine. Just sit.
just kind of sit here all day, but actually don't even be there. Just have them sitting at chairs, sad behind a booth
Yeah,
all day. People just confused.
That was another reason I had to stop drinking. Is because once I got their cell phone numbers, I'm like, I cannot
This is gonna be bad.
drunk
Yeah,
text these guys.
Yeah.
Because Ken Shamrock could show up and break every bone in my body.
Yeah, Buff Bagwell probably could too.
I think they both could.
Yeah.
We were
We show
actually
up together.
We were actually. It was funny. Ken Shamrock's schedule kept getting screwed up, so it was like 3 episodes. We tried to get him on, and he couldn't make it. And then we found out he was in an event with Buff Bagwell after Buff was on our show. So we were trying to get this thing going where they talk to each other, and we're like, "Oh, don't go on that fucking show. Those guys are losers." All right,
What
so
if he super vouched for you guys?
maybe
What if maybe he was planning on dodging you, did that event,
And-
Buff's like, great dudes, man, gotta
Yeah.
go on the show.
Yeah,
And then
drink-
that's why Ken Shamrock actually answered the third time.
They both loved us, so I'm hoping.
yeah, Buff Bagwell
the
called it
case.
Drinks and Larry. It was the best thing
Yes.
ever. He's like Drinks and Larry. I'm like, yes. All right,
Nailed
well,
it.
thanks
Thanks,
for
Buff.
coming on, man. Really appreciate it.
No, thanks for having
And
me,
thanks
guys.
for the gear.
Yeah,
I'll be
thanks for the
repping
merch.
this.
You
And
guys are ready. That's your
sure.
perfect Hawaii shirts.
yeah.
You're ready to go.
I'm looking
when one
forward-
of your listeners
I'm gonna
wins.
train in it.
all right, so livelarge.com,
LiveLargeFitness.com.
livelargefitness.com.
Yeah, I tried buying LiveLarge.com, but they wanted like $8,000. I didn't feel like paying.
You'll get there one day.
Yeah, I just don't care. It's not worth
Chump
$8,000.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So-
If I had $8,000 lying around, it would just go to another Hawaii vacation
Well,
instead of.
I will. I'll add your. I'm gonna add your. I'll add a link in our website to livelargefitness.com, and I'll link you to Nick's thing on our sponsor page. So if
Perfect.
you listen to the show, go to drinkslary.com/sponsors, and you'll be able to find Nick's stuff.
Cool. Thanks for having
Thanks
me,
for
guys.
coming on, brother.
Of
It was
course,
fun.
man.
All right, have a good night, everyone.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Happy birthday, Brian.
Thanks.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.